So now we must just finalize the appropriation account. So we must still do the opposite entries for those portions of the profit which we credited to their current accounts. So current account West, we credited 420,000. So I must still, I've done that, 420 and 630. So I've got everything in here that should be making up the split of the profit. What is it that the partners are entitled to? The profit that the company made for the year. So during the year, the company would put, or at year end, when they do the closing transfers, the profit gets calculated in the profit and loss account. All income and expenses are transferred there, and the difference between the income and expenses gives me the profit. So that difference, or the balance, then we transfer to the appropriation account. So coming from the profit and loss will be the profit for the year, and that is what they are entitled to. But in this case, they're not giving it to me. They gave me the additional portion. So I've got everything in here. The interest on the capital, the 2 salaries, the bonuses, and then the portion of the profit that is still hasn't been allocated yet. So all of these together has to equal whatever the profit was. So I can simply add up the debit column. That gives me 3,130,000. The credit column should also be 3,130,000, which means my profit should then also be 3,130,000. And that is basically everything we had to do. For this specific question, you did not have to do all the other accounts. So let's just quickly recap on if you only have to do the appropriation. On the debit side, you'll put whatever interest they've got, both of them together. You'll put in their salaries individually for the year. You'll put in their bonus if they got a bonus in total. Those they normally give you. Sometimes they then give you the profit. They will tell you the net profit for the year was 3,130,000, and they split the remaining profit into a portion of, what was this, 2 to 3. How we will then do it, we will add up everything we've got so far, which is the interest, the 2 salaries, and the bonus. So if they told me the profit was 3,130,000, I have to add up whatever I've got so far, because remember, I won't have this last bit. I must now calculate it, and that would have been the 420,000 plus the 720,000 plus the 900,000 plus the 40,000. Okay, let's just quickly do it. 420 plus 720 plus 900 plus 40. And that should give me 2,080,000. So what they're saying, that I know, I just calculated it, and they give me this profit. Not in this activity, but sometimes they'd like to do it that way around. So what is left of the 3,130,000 after I paid out or I allocated the interest, the salaries, and the bonus? I must take the 3,130,000 minus the 2,080,000, and that should then give me what is left of the profit. And that gives me 1,050,000. So that is the portion that is then left of the profit. Okay, then they tell me the ratio is 3 to 5, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. If they give me a ratio, oops, sorry, 2 to 3. They give me a ratio. Easiest way, add the 2, and that gives me 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the first guy would be getting 2 over 5. So he will get 2/5 of that 1,050,000. 1,050,000 times 2 divided by 5, and that gives me 420,000. The other one will be getting 3/5 times 3 over 5, and that gives me 630,000. So if I got the information in this way, where they don't give me the actual profit like in this example, but they don't give me the portion, they give me the profit. That is how I will calculate that. Good, so that is basically how we do all the different accounts for partners. Go and try and do a couple of them. Normally you don't do them all. They will just require you to do maybe the appropriation and often the 2 current accounts. But this is then a complete summary of all the accounts that you need to do.